Hey, what up? Lazy here as always. In this episode, we're back on Forza Horizon 5, and in this episode, I want to build an absolute burnout monster out of this, the Ford Transit Super Sport van. So this should be pretty interesting to see how this goes, because this has some interesting engine swaps. Also, if you want to download the paint that is on this car, I have the share code for you right here. Now let's jump in and get this build started. Okay, so for this build, we're going to need an engine that puts out a bunch of power, just based on the size of the vehicle alone. We've got a few swaps that we can go with, but there's one in particular that I have my eye on, and it is this one right here, the 7.4 litre V8 twin turbo with 1750 horsepower. Damn, that's going to get this thing going. Alright, for the drivetrain, I'm definitely leaving that rear wheel drive. Yep, jumping into the body. As for the front bar, I really like that plastic look, so I'm going to go with that. For the wing, I'm just going to leave that stock. Where we're going, we don't need it. For the rear bar, honestly, I like the plastic look on this as well, so I'm going to go with that. And as for the side skirts, yeah, honestly it doesn't really bother me, but I'm just going to go with the plastic ones. May as well. Alright, now jumping into the tyres. I'm going to leave it on the stock tyre compound. For the front tyre width, I'm going to go up to a 285. And I'm going to leave the rear stock. I'm going to leave the rear rim size stock as well. However, in the front, I'm going to go up to a 21. As for the rims, I'm actually not sure. I was eyeing off either a set of these JDM Concept GT5s or the Workmaster 3 S1 3 pieces. I think I want to go with the JDMs. Yeah, these ones, the Concept GT5s. I like how they look on this. And I'm going to bring the front track width all the way out. I'm going to leave the rear stock. Alright, jumping into the drivetrain, definitely going to need an upgraded clutch. I'm going to chuck in a race transmission. Yep. I'm going to chuck in a race drive shaft and the drift diff, which is right there. Cool. Now we can jump in here. Definitely going to need a brake upgrade so we can adjust the biases. I'm going to put it on drift suspension so we can handle it better. We'll max out the sway bars in the front and in the rear. Definitely no cage. And we'll put the weight reduction on now since it's the last thing. So we've got 1,750 horsepower, 1,475 foot-pounds at 3,727 pounds. That's alright. It's a good thing we've got a lot of horsepower and torque. So there is the build done. We've also gone over the paint already. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that awesome stuff. It's much appreciated. Cheers. Now let's drop in a tune. Okay, so for this tune, I'm going to go with the same route I did with the Lamborghini. I'm going to bring the front tire pressure down to 30, and I'm going to bring the rear up to 55 psi. Yep. As for the gearing, I'm going to bring this up to a 3.0. Yep, right there. For the alignment, I'm going to take all the camber out of the front, and I'm going to leave the negative 1.5 in the rear. I'm not going to touch the rest. All the rest of the suspension is perfect. If you want to download this tune, share codes at the bottom of the screen. As for the brakes, I'm going to go with an 80% front biased with a 10% pressure. I seem to like this a bit more. You can walk the car around a lot. And I'm going to lock the diff at 100. We'll take the deceleration out. Awesome, so there is the tune done. Now let's give this thing a rip. awesome. So there we go. That couldn't have gone any better at all. I'm glad I went with the plastic bumpers though, since I put it on the wall a couple times. But I really like the new brake bias tune that I'm using. It gives you more control over the car, and you can walk it around a lot better, and you can really put the car where you want. But that's it for the video for today. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, and I'll catch you next time. Laters.